Today I'm going to demonstrate for you how to build a friction fire. While there are many methods, such as bow drill, hand drill, and fire plow, they all work on essentially the same principles. Now I'm going to demonstrate for you a bow drill because I feel it's the easiest to accomplish and get results. So for the rest of this video I'm going to be showing you what tools you need, what materials you need, where to gather your supplies, and how to build and maintain a fire. Because once you get one going, you don't want to let it go out. So there's a variety of reasons you might need to build a friction fire. What if you're in a plane crash, you're out in the middle of the woods, you have no matches? Chances are you'll have at least something with you, and if you don't, I don't know what to tell you. But things such as a pocket knife, a machete, or an axe can all be used to do the same thing. It just would vary a little bit in how you accomplished it. So whether you're in a plane crash, you get in a car accident, whatever, you need a fire, find whatever you can that has a sharp blade for cutting, whittling, and hopefully you have a piece of string, a shoelace, or a piece of rope, P-cord, anything. You can make natural cordage, but that's an entirely different video, and you have to be very talented to make it strong enough to work. So hopefully you have a shoelace. Okay, now the different elements to building a bow drill fire here are the bow, spindle, fireboard, and the handpiece. Now each of these pieces plays an important role, and they all work together. The bow and the spindle fit together. Like this. The spindle goes on the fireboard, like this. Handpiece fits on top, like this. Okay, now your hunt for supplies to build your bow drill kit can be easier or harder depending on your location. Overall, what you're looking for is a bow, a spindle, a handpiece, and a fireboard. Now, the spindle and the fireboard ideally need to be out of soft wood that's dry and non-pitchy, such as anything in the cedar family works very well. Now, as you're rummaging around, everybody knows what a bow and arrow looks like. You're looking for a piece of wood that is in the shape of a bow, approximately 3 feet long. So, when you found something like that, your one piece is ready. Put that aside. Then you need something that you can cut into a fireboard and a spindle. Now, once you've located a piece of wood that could be used for your fireboard, such as this right here, just needs to be modified. So, split it so that you have a flat piece. Okay? Wants to be anywhere between 3/4 of an inch and 1/2 of an inch thick. And preferably not too big to where you can't work with it. So, this will be just fine. It just needs to be modified a little bit more. Okay, now when we have a flat board, the fireboard is almost finished. The next step is to make your notch. Now, the idea behind this being that when you put your spindle on, you need to leave a place for your ember to fall through. So, you need to notch out a V on the edge of your fireboard, like that. Then you're going to make a spot right here, a little indentation, so that your spindle will have a place to rest. The spot right here will allow your spindle to rest. When it spins, it will allow all the fibers to fall through here and create an ember. Okay. Next step, we need to make a spindle. Now, you can use the same piece of wood, different part of the log. What you need is a piece of wood approximately 1 inch in diameter and about 6 to 9 inches long. So, split it off so you get the size you want. Let's see here. That looks good right there. Then, you want to start working it down from here. So, if you have another implement such as a machete, use whatever's easiest and start shaving it down. You want to make a round 6 inch to 9 inch long piece. Okay, now once you've found your bow, just a piece of wood, you need to fit the string to it. So first, I like to make a notch at one end, a place for this string to sit securely. Then, take your string, just tie a knot in the end so that there's a loop. Alright? Wants to rest in the notch, put the loop around, pull it down through. The type of knot you use is not extremely important. Whatever you're comfortable with, just something that's secure. And where you tie it on the bottom, you want to be able to adjust it because you're going to need enough room to be able to twist your spindle into the string. So, a good way to judge the length is to twist your spindle in and then fix it down where you want it. So, that'd be a good length right there. Maybe a little bit tighter, and then tie it. And again, the type of knot you use is not as important as just being comfortable with it and it being secure. So, anything will really do. Looks good. Fits. So, you have your bow. Your bow is done. Now, to construct a handpiece, you basically start with any scrap of wood. It's not really important what size or shape it is. It just needs to fit in your hand comfortably so that your fingers can be out of the way. Its purpose sits on top of the spindle and allows you to apply downward pressure while you're spinning the spindle. Take whatever tool you're using, start to carve a small indentation in it that you can seat your spindle in. If you've done that, put your spindle on the bow, spin it a few times, and it'll wear in, just like this one. Now, before we begin, it's essential to have your fire already built and ready for when you have your hot ember. You don't want to try to build your fire after you have it going. So, you want to start with small tinder pieces. Anything you have available will do, such as dead, dry leaves, grass, branches, anything that you have to work with. Not that you would have this in the backcountry, but dryer lint works extremely well. If you're fortunate enough to have paper, that works very well. Dead leaves, grass, branches, anything you have available to you. Wood shavings work really well. Bark, anything with small fibers that can be crushed up. Now you want to start with all of your small tinder underneath. Alright, so start out by finding a nice hard flat surface, such as a board, a rock, anything that will allow you a place to start. Starting with the smallest on the bottom and gradually getting bigger as you go up. Teepee style is a very effective method, so that's what we're going to go with now.